What's going on, guys? This is menacing. So today we will be looking at some complete garbage cards, and I don't even want to waste any more of your time. Let's get right into it. So the first card is an actual good card, Gravekeepers Inscription. Remember that because it's pretty much one of the only good cards that will be in today's video. Is that a TCG exclusive? Whatever, who cares? Minaruka. The only cool thing about it is its artwork. Level 4 water fish, 1500 attack, 500 defense. When a water monster is activated, monster effect is activated, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. Alright, so it's not too bad because I guess it's an extender in a way, but you can banish one face-up fish, well, Lmao, sea serpent or aqua monster you control, then target one face-up card on the field, negate its effect until the end of your opponent's turn. You can only use each effect of Minaruka once per turn. I just don't like the fact that you have to banish a monster you control. Like, if it could actually banish from the graveyard, it would have been pretty nice, but all it really does is summon itself and do nothing else. After that, we've got Orphe Bull, the Harmonious Bullfighter Bard, bruv. Level 8 Light Beast Warrior, 3 24. Can't be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by banishing, look at that, 2 light and 2 dark monsters from your hand and or grave. What the flying frick? Why couldn't it be like 2 light and or dark? Or like, kind of like Chaos Dragon Levineer, like a mix, or you can do 2 lights or 2 darks or a mix of both. Anyways, if summoned this way, this card gains 1000 attack for each monster banished from your hand for its summon, and can attack monsters a number of times each battle phase, up to the number of monsters banished from the graveyard for its summon. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle after damage calc, you can banish that opponent's monster. That is really garbage considering the fact that you also have to summon it from your hand, and it's a really high level beast warrior, so you can't even search it with Tenki. I have 0 positive things to say about this card because you have to banish 4 motherfucking monsters to summon this. Like, Levineer has a better effect, and it's easier to summon. What the heck is this? Anyways, Diabolantis, the menacing Mantis, doesn't really look too menacing to me. Level 8 Dark Insect Synchro Generic. If this card is Synchro Summon, you can send insect and or plant monsters from your deck to the grave, up to the number of non-tuners used for its Synchro material. Okay, so if Link Cross was a thing, this could have been like extremely degenerate because you can use like level 1 tokens as, you know, the non-tuners, and foolish a bunch of insect and or plants. I guess you can use like the Link Devotee tokens if you're allowed to use them as synchro materials, so there's that, but like, meh. Anyways, if you control the synchro summon card, you can target one insect or plant monster you control, treat it as a tuner until the end of the turn. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. Of course, there's a world in which this card can do something, so it's not like the end of the world. Like, again, like, we just need some other cards to make it good. I don't know how many like relevant insect and plant monsters actually have like real good effects in the grave that are not banned, because Glow Bulb is like a really broken one, but it's banned. Usually insect monsters are kind of dog shit. Like, Bee Trooper is like the only relevant insect archetype right now, and it's not even that relevant. And the only other good one in history was Insector. Now, for plant monsters, there are some actual good cards that have a graveyard effect, so like I said, I'm going to be giving this card the benefit of the doubt. Anyways, Exceeds a line, common, quickly spell, declare a level from 1 to 12, then target 2 face-up monsters on the field, including 1 monster you control. So in other words, it has to be 1 monster on your field, and then 1 monster on your opponent's field, because it's not including at least 1 monster you control. Anyways, they become the declared level until the end of this turn. Also, for the rest of this turn after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except monsters with the same type as a targeted monster, and then you can only activate 1 Exceeds a line per turn. Jesus, what the hell is this? If you're going first, this card is literally dead. It does nothing, and it's also an inherent neg 1, and on top of that, it locks you from like only being able to summon monsters with the same type as one of the 2 targeted monsters. What the heck is this, man? It's not even like I can say that the effect itself to like, you know, adjust the levels was good. We already have some other cards that do that, and they see no play, so why the hell would you play a card with that many drawbacks and restrictions? Bruh, I don't understand. Anyways, made to order Mermaid Outfitter. Normal spell card, target 1 card in your opponent's graveyard, banish it, then you can add 1 card from your deck to your hand with the same name as that banished card. You can only activate 1 card with this card's name once per turn. So in other words, this is like budget Lullaby of Obedience at home, because it's only really good in mirror matches when you're banishing a card that is really nice to search. Well, I mean, if you're playing the same card as your opponent's card that you're banishing, but of course, again, you have to be going second. This is once per turn, so drawing duplicates is not good at all. I think Lullaby of Obedience might not be once per turn. I mean, either way, if people are not playing Lullaby, why would people play this card? To me, it makes no sense. And it's really not like you can say that banishing a card was that good. Now, to be fair, if this card was a quick play, I actually would have said that this card is insane. Completely insane. But it's a normal spell card. So, unfortunately, to me, that is the deal breaker. You know, not too far away from being somewhat respectable. But, like, again, like, restriction of once per turn and normal spell, nah, just, that's not it. Anyways, these are the Gold Pride monsters that I reviewed very recently. These are some other OCG imports, actually. I don't think this is a really good card. Queen Butterfly Dynus, I think that's a extender for Insect. I could be wrong. No, actually, this card sucks. Quardon the Clears, I don't even know what that is, and I'm not interested. It's another Earth Fairy, so I think it's like an Ishizu card, but it sucks. And, oh, this card is actually good. Pharaohnautic Advent, so again, another OCG import. Just like the Gravekeepers Engraving and Apophis the Swamp Deity. I've made a video on all these three cards individually, and it's really nice to see that we're going to be getting them as OCG imports for a core set and not for like a special set, because usually that's what happens, because I think they're like in a weird collection pack that makes like no sense. Usually, these cards are like reprinted in like Duelist of Legend, like Brothers of Legend or Battles of Legend. These kind of sets, if you understand what I'm trying to say, where like every single card is like a foil. But no, so this is a super rare and it's a really good card. You can search like any continuous trap card from your deck to your hand with this card. So very decent. And this card is also pretty nice. It is somewhat, you know, Eldritch support in a way, but you can also play it in other decks if you're playing a bunch of continuous trap cards. So I definitely don't dislike these new three cards. However, the rest to me is absolute shit, especially just the insect monsters that we're getting, like from all these new recent sets, are just so underwhelming. Like it's already a very bad archetype, the archetype quote unquote, so I don't understand why instead of getting decent, at least relatively decent support, we get like these kind of cards. But again, this card, like I said, definitely has some nice potential, so I'm going to be looking over this. But the rest, I really couldn't care less, and this is just like, why does it only summon itself when you activate a monster effect? It can also miss timing because it's a win effect, although it's not going to matter too much. But yeah, I mean, if you go like normal summon the, not remote or a shark, no, what the hell, the Buzzsaw Shark, and then use its effect and you get like Veilered, you can't even summon this from your hand, because again, it's a win effect, so it has to react directly to your monster effect, which is really pathetic. Would have also been nice if this was a quick effect. So like, a bunch of ways this card could have been so much better. So they messed up all the potential because they were just too busy making a sick-ass artwork. Like I said, I really like it. Yeah, another really good card. This card, I think you should probably buy 3 copies of this card because it is really underestimated, but a very, very powerful card. And some decks in the OCG are actually citing this card. So it's a card that is basically the next Heat Wave in a way. It's basically an Abyss Dweller or Sanafond or Necro Valley, but like normal spell, lingering, so your opponent can't do anything about it once it resolves, but you have to use it at the start of your main phase 1, so you can't use it after comboing, you have to do it before, and you can't get this off of Proud of Prosperity or Extravagance because it will not be the start of your main phase 1 at this point. A bunch of garbage, a bunch of relatively decent cards, but overall this is an insane set, so I'm not complaining or anything. Photon Hypernova is tier 0 by far. We are getting some of the best cards this game has ever seen, like the freaking Kashtira cards, the Tier Laments Kashtira, the Champion Sargas, just so many other cards. I've made a top 10 best cards from the set video if you guys are interested. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.